Good morning. Happy Friday.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh
Happy Friday.
man, look at this. We got Riant and Isma, Farmer Michelle, and Volcron here for the town hall. Good morning, everybody. This is our weekly town hall. We've been doing it for well over a year and a half now, and we are chatting with you on Discord, and of course, audio here, and reading comments on YouTube. Speaking of which, remember to click like and subscribe. And there's a little bell there. Click that so get notifications, because I see some of you guys asking, did the town hall start yet? Well, click that and you won't have to ask. You will get notified. So let's see. Who do we got today? Lazy Lumberjack, Edie Lugs. Got some animated images. Vulture. Nacho. Lonely Island. Postman. Moise. Usual troublemakers.
Yeah, those are the usual suspects.
Well, excuse me, here on the lineup, you'll see we have two new guests. Well, one returning guest and one new guest. You guys been asking for him forever. It's Riant.
Hey.
Everybody say hi. Hi,
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me here.
Hey.
Hi,
It's
Rian.
nice to have you here on an AMA this time.
It's great to be here.
Will you tell our listeners who maybe don't know who you are a little bit about your role on the team?
Sure thing. I'm Rian. I arrived in Gala about 3 months ago or so, and I'm right now the product manager of Common Groundwork. And I've been learning a lot about the company, the industry, the game. I have a few years of experience in mobile gaming, and I'm now diving through Web3, learning a lot. And 2024 is looking really fun for the game, so it's great to be here in the AMA, and I wanted to say hi to everybody.
That's awesome. So happy to see you. Yeah, we've been working with Riant for since he got here, and he's an awesome team member, and I hope you're all super welcoming to him in Discord, and thanks for joining us. And
Thank
then
you.
Isma is our art director. Welcome back, Isma.
Oh, thank you for having me. Hi, everyone. It's good to be back.
Good morning.
Morning.
Let's see if how are you feeling today, Farmer Michelle?
Oh, good. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Well, let's start off with the headlines. What do you got first for us, Michelle?
Let's see here. I am still trying to find our document.
Okay. Well, how about the light paper? Any news on that, or is that still illegal?
I believe it's still illegal.
Okay. All right. And there's today we won't have Ninja Surprise. He's out doing some family stuff. Good for him.
Yep.
And we have a quick social media update, Zealy rewards and all that. Do you have any more info on that, Farmer Michelle?
I believe the Zealy rewards were sent out late last night. I think it was a arcane earring, a rare arcane earring, probably. Those should have gone out last night. I know I saw some people notice that they were in their inventory. So
Oh, nice.
those have definitely made it to wallets.
Awesome. Okay. And any warnings for our players?
Yeah. Same as usual. Be careful. Scammers. 'Tis the season for scammers. Crypto's starting to pick up again, so just be careful. Anyone who's sending you a DM, if you don't know who they are exactly, and you're not 100% sure, they could be a scammer. If they're not for sure someone that you're familiar with already, remember that no one from Gala will ever send you any direct messages. No one will ever ask you for your seed phrase. No one will ask you for your password. Anyone who's sending you a direct message is probably a scammer. They're just trying to get your assets.
Absolutely. But about that direct messages stuff, we will respond though, right? Like they're encouraged to DM us first.
Definitely. Always send
Okay.
us direct messages. I will answer any questions in DMs. It may take me some time. I tend to get pretty backed up with DMs. But feel
Yeah.
free to send me a DM.
Yeah, I was responding to a couple DMs I got this morning. Lonely Island, Nacho G, Billy, Flip and Rue 2, if some of you guys remember him. And that kind of leads us into the game updates. So I'll go over the kind of the big fix this week. There were some disconnect problems and some save problems. Our QA team and our backend guys identified what the root cause was for that. We've got it fixed. It's going through review. So sorry about that. That was super annoying, I know. And other fixes that went in. I'm gonna do this in reverse order. We'll do fixes first. And let me just this. There was a Trade Depot problem. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but some of the DMs that I saw screenshots of, some of you did. That's been fixed. There's been a rework to our, well, some people would call them pop-ups, but it's actually the user interface. There's a little bit of rework of that because this year is going to have a ton of UI. And, last year and since late summer, early fall of 2022, our focus was on reaching parity with Townstar Live, the Play Canvas version, right? So we always had to make the balance between, okay, do we implement a new NFT or an NFT that's existing in the current game, or do we fix a certain bug, or do we improve the engine? There's always a balance. So catching up, some of that work is catching up with us. Now we've got the time to address some of that old tech debt, like making the pop-ups better. You might have noticed sometimes there were overlaps. You'd see one message sitting on top of another. Specifically, I think there were some inventory problems this week. That's been fixed. And and that's really good. So one of our devs, the Famished Dragon, has fixed that one. NFT Watch. So you guys know if you're playing the game and you own an NFT and it's placed in your town, and then you forget maybe you're playing the game, it's on another monitor, and you go and you transfer that NFT to a friend. It's well documented, that that NFT will get yoinked out of your town after a little under 60 seconds. There was a bug that some of the passive effects would remain behind. So we fixed that. Sorry if that was affecting your builds or anything, or giving you other side effects. There was
Thanks.
a. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
thanks for getting that fixed for us.
Yeah. There was a potential exploit that one of our security guys found this week that none of you figured out. So I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it's been fixed. And there were some security upgrades as well. So, there's always an arms race against naughty cheaters. And I think most of the people that are in our Discord and stuff are awesome. And we love getting the DMs when you're like, hey, this feature seems a little weird, or this other player might be a little weird. Any call outs you have, always love to see them. And even if you don't hear something from us immediately, know that we are vigilant about fixing those problems. So it matters to us too, right? We want a nice, fair playing ground. So, yeah,
It does.
yeah, absolutely. So the other features, I mentioned the disconnect and the anti-cheating. And then I'm going to be a little bit of a broken record on our big features. So this year, we're doing things like NFT upgrades and the guilds, which is the first one we're working on, and all sorts of interesting large feature sets. So you're not going to hear a lot of updates from me week to week, like, oh, we implemented this one little, whatever or whatever. It's going to be these really big things that we test for multiple weeks or months at a time. So progress this week, guilds, NFT upgrades, and we're almost getting to a point where we can share some screenshots with you guys.
That's exciting.
So, yeah. Let's see. All right. Our next section, Isma's art. Isma, do you have any visual aids to share with?
Yes,
Art?
I do have
Take it away.
one slice for you guys. So we have been working hard on the game. We have been trying to do our best on not only delivering what you guys need for the competitions, but all the upgrades and all the NFT stuff. So we're cleaning our pipeline, and I really wanted to show you how we come with the art from the beginning to the final implementation. So usually the design team give us some specifics, what is the design intention and what's really the idea behind something. And after that, we just take a reference board that we call it, is that we gather like a bunch of images that we think it will fit to the vision of the design. and then from there try to extract and do some sort of the super advanced AI but human. Uh, and we come up with some ideations, some ideas for the buildings, in the third uh, part of it. And usually there is when we do the most feedback with the artist because it's just in the rough state. So we can just, let's say, destroy and break it and try to build what we think is the best. So in this case, there's an example there in where we add some sort of blockade of green so it doesn't feel so flat on the roof. And then after that, we just go to the final concept, So from the idea to the final concept, it's just mainly doing a funnel of the design intent into the final piece, right? So when we confirm with the final concept what we really want to do, you just give it to the 3D artist and he just replicated beautifully. Our 3D artist, well, our 2D artist also as well, but our 3D artist is really, really good at giving all that feel and atmosphere from the concept. And when we approve that, we just go through to the engine implementation, So as you don't know, maybe is that we have multiple softwares doing the pipeline. So usually we do the 3D model in a different software and then we implement it in the engine. And then we just give it to QA for a final review. And usually with just a few bugs, well, we have had 0 bugs, but usually it's just one or two minor stuff that we need to fix. But essentially, it's just pretty much uh, what I just told you. So from design to final implementation depends on the asset. It will take a little more time, sometimes animations, but essentially this is the entire process of the art for Townstar. I mean, Common Ground. I'm sorry, Common Ground.
Old habit.
I still call it Town Star
Yep.
on occasion. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
working with the art team has been a delight. The work you do, it's outstanding. You deliver really fast, and the quality of the 2D and 3D art is just amazing.
I
Yeah, we have a
agree.
great team.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
guys
yeah,
are
it's
good.
beautiful. Well, thank you for
All right.
sharing that. Yeah. What's up next,
You're
Michelle?
welcome, guys.
Yeah, let's move on to what's coming up next for the game. We got any new stuff coming in anytime recent or soon?
I think that one would go to Riant.
Yeah,
Yes.
so uh, Q1 is looking really fun for the game. We have already scheduled the base of content we want to have in January, February, and March. We want to go for a monthly theme based competitions and NFTs. So, as you might know, January is the month of coffee. So, it's going to be really fun. Today, the specialty coffee card is going to reach Gala store. And another news is that we want to introduce a starter pack to engage new players coming into the game, to speed up their early progress. It's going to be a low price with non-stackable abilities, perfect for new players that want to check out cheap NFTs to get involved in the world of Web3.
Oh, that's exciting. A starter pack?
Yeah,
Oh,
with essentials.
oh man.
That's
Oh, that's a
awesome. That'll
good
be
idea.
great
Yeah,
for new players.
that's a really good idea. I'm glad you guys are finally adding the Volcron statue. That's in the starter pack. I
Yeah,
think Michelle said. Michelle
Yes.
promised it.
It'll be there somewhere.
That's really great. Thank you, Riant.
yeah, really looking forward to for it to reach the stores, and 2024 is looking really fun for Common Groundwork.
I agree.
Awesome. Let's move on to questions and answers. I got just a couple questions in the AMA forum this week. The first one that I have says, if the workers are the problem when we try to click on buildings, why can't you make the workers click through? We never had to click on a worker anyway.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's always Well, I don't want I don't want to give away spoilers or anything, but there may be a reason that you can click on workers in the future. We certainly could turn that feature off. I know the ability to click on buildings is what matters now. So, yeah, that is a bug, and We kind of debated a little bit on it yesterday when we saw that question come through, and we will work on fixing that over the next couple weeks. It's not going to take weeks of work. We just got to fit it in. So yeah, thanks for your idea. That's appreciated.
The next question I have here says, we want AMA to bring us new offers all the time, which, to be honest, I'm not sure what that question means. So if anyone out there asked that question, please let us know. Because it says, again, and I repeat, we want AMA to bring us new offers all the time. So let us know what you're asking. And we'll move on to the next one, which says, can you add a storage tab to the NFT page? Monthly bonus storages, bogged down NFT page, and massive scrolling is required. The storage tab would definitely be helpful.
So helpful. What do you think, Riant? Would that be
Well,
useful?
absolutely. For in a user experience perspective, scrolling down dozens of NFTs is surely pretty annoying. So that would be a great quality of life.
Mm-hmm. As
I
a quick
definitely
reminder,
agree.
I agree too. And just a quick reminder, anybody playing on PC, it's a little easier, but you can hit Control F to search through NFTs and through your regular store. So, yeah.
Yep, you can find any NFT you're looking for that way. Just search for it, and you can get exactly what you want. The next question I have says, for a game to be fun to play, it must have lots of people, but right now the game has nothing to attract new players. Why aren't there any new activities to attract new players?
Well, I think Riant just covered that, right? With the starter pack.
Well, yeah, a reason to get into the game is the starter pack, but that's to dive in right into Web3. The game, it's really fun. It's a great farming simulation experience, especially in the Common Ground mode. You can build your own town, make it larger, recover back soil. And I think the competition side is also very interesting every week with a new competition. I think the game is a great farming simulation experience, and it's better with Web3 elements. I play it all the time, especially Common Ground mode. I have my Baguette meta crafting town. I've been having a really great time with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's got that completionist streak. But I think we wanted to turn that back on the players as well, right? Like, for whoever asked that question, what would be a feature that would get your friend or your housemate or family member to play?
Yes,
That's
definitely
kind of
let
where
us
it
know.
starts, right?
Yep. Gaming definitely grows by telling your friend that you love a game. And that's how I introduce people into games. I say, hey, I love this game. I'm playing it all the time. You got free time at night? You like games? Check out this game.
Mhm. Let's see. There's a question for you, Michelle. Can we Can we bring back the old Discord channel to report cheaters? What do you think about that?
We used to have that channel to report cheaters back when we were way on Play Canvas. Gosh, it was probably like a year and a half ago now since we've even had that channel, and it was okay, but it did tend to cause problems. It tended to turn into community members fighting with other community members, and it wasn't really a positive or helpful place to be. If anyone does have any cheater reports or anything they feel concerned about or want to let me know about, just you can always send me a DM. I'll always be around. You can send Volcron a DM.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get a hold of it. You can send it to anyone on the team. You can even send it to customer support. They'll let us know. But I don't see any future where we'll be reopening up a public channel for people to report other people, because it's just turned into fights.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't be doing that.
Okay. Sounds fair.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, why isn't there a coin giveaway event for new players? We know we give away coin to existing, obviously, competition winners. Why not for new players?
We do. There's definitely not a current event going on for new players to get any type of any special rewards, or any special tokens. We did do one during May Mayhem. That was probably the last time we did one. There may be one in the future, but we don't do them all that often because they do tend to lead to people just making multi accounts and abuse things. So we don't do them as often.
Okay. Let's see, live Q&A. Let's see, we talked about Control F, a little bit about disconnects. Did you guys capture any live Q&A while I was updating these notes here?
Now I see Billy just asked a question that says, anyone raised any cheater concerns to you so far? Michelle, may we know if anyone was investigated and what the result was? And if you do send me a DM and you do report somebody, the answer is no. I will not tell you what the result is of that. That's none of your business. So that is something that we will take care of on our side.
Digi asked, can we get NFT pawns that don't need to refill? Oh, that's interesting. That don't like instantly provide water. What do you think, Riant?
You mean like a fountain?
Michelle? Yeah.
Or a water tower? Those do already exist.
Well, that brings up.
I love reading NFT suggestions, so we can always check out viability with the design team. Yeah, feel free to comment and share your thoughts. What we could introduce into the game, and an NFT pond that doesn't need to refill. That's a really interesting one. We need to check it out. But yeah, I'm always thankful for your suggestions and feedback, of course.
That's we haven't really advertised this much, but one of the kind of back end things we're doing with Gala at large is a way to provide metadata about the NFTs on the store page that reflects their in-game utility. So that is actually kind of missing, isn't it, Michelle? Like if I'm a customer and I'm like, oh, you know what, I have this certain strategy and I want to do pawns or whatever. Besides asking in Discord, how would I find out there is an NFT that does that? It's like a pawn that refills forever. How would I
honestly
even search
at this
for that?
point? Yeah, your best bet is to just search in the Discord. If it's not like a new announcement that's just come out, you can always go up into that search feature in the top right hand corner and search for the NFT name in the announcement channel. And that'll get you the announcement that was about that NFT specifically. And it'll give you all the information that you want to look for. Dubstep also has a great user guide that has a lot of information on NFTs if you're looking for NFTs. I'm sure that we will have an official one at some point. We just have not gotten around to getting one yet. We'll probably get it in the game eventually, but in the NFT description, right on OpenSea or whatever platform you're using to buy an NFT, also probably has a lot of information in it.
Good old Dubstep. Hey, for people that are not like Discord experts, or maybe they don't hang out on our channel all the time, Michelle, do you have a sec to demonstrate some of the cool bot commands? Because I see people searching like for recipes and things like that. Oh, looks like they're typing it up for me. Like rice, for example.
Yeah, I'll put one in the chat right now. All the crafts that we have in the game do have a Discord bot command. All you have to do is type in the exclamation point, the letters TS for Town Star, which I should probably change to Common Groundwork, but haven't yet. So we'll consider that. And then the craft name, like rice, for example, and then it'll show right up. The Gala game Sage will print up a report here of what the craft is, what the requirements are, where it's made, what the craft time is, and where it's stored, which is really all the important information that you need. If you're looking for like exactly what the points or what the cash are for that good if you sell it, if you go into the Common Ground World FAQ channel, there's a whole document that I keep up to date every single week. Unless something gets missed, which if it does, it does happen. There are human errors. Just let me know. But I try to keep it updated every week. Should have all the current information for the live game as it's live. And when the game update happens, it gets updated with everything else.
Awesome. We have a Red Fox 78. Can we talk about the disconnecting? Yeah, I didn't mention that particular icon at the beginning, so sorry I wasn't clear. But yeah, we have a fix for that. It's going out probably today if it makes it through QA. Previous question, Nubra. Pathing is still messed up, he says. FPS is bad. Okay, well, typically when you have bad FPS, we're going to ask what browser are you on, what device are you on, because it does matter. So, Nubra, if you want to provide some info there. And then the pathing, 100% agree. We've addressed that before. There are a couple pathing issues that are pretty quirky. It's in the engine. I'm not passing the buck. That's a fact. You could check the forums and see. And that's something we're looking to address right now, but those pathing calculations affect everybody. It's not like when the pathing is bad, it singles you out and it's only bad for you. It's the exact same deterministic routine that applies to everybody. So um, if it's bad for one person, it's bad for other people in some cases. But in general, I would say like 90-ish% of the pathing is pretty all right. What do you guys think?
I think it does okay. There's definitely some weird instances where you see like an industrial worker walk through the middle of something to get to a warehouse, but for the most part, it works out okay. And sometimes if you think about it hard enough, that might be the best path for them. You can try to justify it. So it's hard to really tell. I'm sure that they take the shortest distance that they think is possible.
Coinman, what is the best browser? Whatever you like.
Yeah.
I mean, Michelle's had bad experiences in, I think, Chrome, but Chrome works fine for me.
The opposite. I've had bad experiences in Microsoft Edge. I can't get the game to run at all in Microsoft Edge, but the second I open it in Chrome, loads right up fine, no problem.
Interesting.
But it hasn't always been that way. It's been the opposite before, so things change. If you're having problems with one browser, try another browser. Browsers do updates and change things all the time, so it's hard to say which one is working the best at any point in time on your specific computer.
Let's see. Maduckery or Maduckery. I'm always nervous saying people's names out loud, so I feel like it's a trick to get me to say something naughty. But as asks, in response to my talk about pathing, says, so we're just going to ignore the crappy pathing so it affects everyone. Ha ha, laugh face. No, we're not ignoring it, right? It's like everything else. We just have to prioritize it. You know, if you could fix 15 storage bugs and implement one feature in 1 week versus, you know, fixing Godot's pathing for 2 to 3 weeks, you know, always got to make that choice. Let's see. Nubra has a low end PC, can reach steady 25 FPS. It's not me, it's her fault. Okay. Well, I hear you guys. You know, you're saying that you're really bringing up the pathing a lot today. We have some time with our front end guys to talk about it. I'll tell you what, I'll bring it up again. We'll do a reeval. We'll see where we left off on it. It's not on this week's schedule. We're working on guilds, and it's not on next week's. But yeah, I will revisit. So I hear you.
I see someone asking how they can reset their Common Groundwork town. If you're inside the game and you've just loaded the game and it shows those three like cards that show which mode you want to choose from, each card will have a little eye inside of a circle icon at the top right hand corner. If you click on that, it will let you abandon your town in whichever mode you've got a town in. If you're having trouble loading your town, if it's been too long since you logged in last and fast forward is just taking too long and you just don't want to wait any longer, you can abandon your town and start over with a fresh town. Just click right on that little eye, click abandon town, and it'll start you over fresh. You won't have to worry about loading. Is there any other live Q&A? I don't see any other questions. I feel like I got most of them. All right, let's move on to the competition. Next week's competition is Cups of Coffee, which I slowly leaked into the Discord on Wednesday as a slow leaky Wednesday. I had some weird weather here on Wednesday. I think we had some tornadoes, which was crazy. It's not the
Cool.
first time we've had tornadoes this year. So it's been an odd week for me. So my Leaky Wednesday post was a bit late, but I did slide them in to one of the official documents and let a couple people in Discord know so they could spread the news. So everybody should have seen that there was coffee beans added this week, ceramic mugs added this week, and cups of coffee also added this week. So the competition meta will be cups of coffee. The town, part of it was leaked. The edges are all rivers, aside from the one town on the north side that is still forest. Let me scroll through and make sure I get it right. Yep, plains. So the north is plains. All the other three sides are river. Trade time this week is going to be 80 seconds for a standard depot, 40 seconds for an NFT depot. You're still going to get 40 gas, 25,000 cash, same as normal. And I think that's all I have for the competition, unless you guys have any questions about it. Why do we have chromium in the cup? Oh, because it's a fun coffee cup. It's shiny. It's got chrome in it. It's chrome and clay. It's just a pretty cup. That's why it's got chromium in it. I see Dash is asking when project manager, even though he already introduced himself about 5 minutes into the AMA. So, yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to. He's here, Dash. You were not here clearly when he was introduced. Good morning.
Hi, Dash.
Does anybody have any other questions? How many shade for the coffee shop? Let me look that up for you, and I will let you know in 1 second. The coffee shop itself produces 2 shade. No dirty, no salty, no sandy, no cold. Just 2 shade. And it should require a dirt road. And that's the coffee shop. It's going to cost $850,000 to build it. 10 wood, 10 lumber, 10 energy. That'll be your coffee shop. I see Lexel has a question asking if the normal casual server can have different biomes available for people to play on. That is a question that gets asked pretty often. I feel like Masashi usually answers it by saying that that kind of stuff is in the works, and it will, at some point, there will be multiple choices for choosing your biome, but for right now, it's the one that we provide, and that changes on a weekly basis. What else do we have for questions here?
Question mark, wages, worker movement speed, dubstep. What about worker?
All of that stuff will be in the announcement like it usually is when it comes out right after the AMA. Just be patient.
Breezy asking Michelle, does Gala pay her therapy bill after a day on Discord?
Oh,
Oh,
jeez, it's a
man.
full-time job and it does include benefits. Thank you. No, I don't need therapy after being in Discord. I love all of you guys. We have a great time in Discord.
Yeah, I'm excited, dubstep. I'm excited about the coffee shop.
Me too. I can't wait to make cups of coffee.
I really want to sell in real life swag, like 3D printed versions of our little buildings and stuff, or die cast or something. I would love to have, and this isn't a pit. I'm not like secretly part of the marketing team, but I would love to have little figurines for like the logger and stuff sitting around my desk.
Oh my goodness. If that were possible, I would definitely have tiny little Town Star figures all over my house.
Oh my god, it'd be so great. Bobbleheads, whatever. Would anybody be interested in that in Discord? And I swear I'm not I'm not shilling or what. I'm just genuinely curious. I would like those kind of toys. If anybody else would, just let us know. See if there's some kind of interest. It isn't very earth conscious to make a new mug for every cup of coffee, though.
They're made out of clay. I don't know that it's not earth conscious to dig up clay from the ground and form it into the shape of a bowl. So I'm not sure what you're referring to by it not being earth conscious to pull up clay from the ground and turn it into a bowl.
Let's see. Riant wants, or for Riant, Riprock wants to know about the roadmap. Let's see. Guilds, Q1, daily
Yes.
challenges. Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So in Q1 we want to finally deliver guilds, which is a long promise we've had. Then we want to introduce daily challenges with Dirt being the currency rewarded through daily challenges using your earning NFTs. And then in Q3, upgradable NFTs uh, through all 20 levels with this new category of NFTs. So yeah, Dash, that's still accurate for the time being. Yeah, more information on the light paper when it's released.
Cool.
I see someone asking about what the contents of the starter pack will be. Once we have all that information all figured out, we will let you know as soon as we know exactly what's going to be in it. It's not finalized yet, so we're not going to let anyone know. But as soon as it's finalized, we'll let you know.
Yeah, it's still work in progress, but if you think you have a great idea what could it be, please be welcome to leave it in discussion on Discord.
Sounds good.
Does anyone else have any other questions? I see people asking about what the exact points will be for all the new crafts, and again, that'll be right in the announcement as soon as it comes out after this town hall ends. So just be patient. Exactly. Lugs. Be patient. I think the only other thing left on our agenda here is to talk about the sale NFT, which is going on sale today, and that is a specialty coffee cart. It's an epic NFT. That's going to go on sale today at 2 p.m. Eastern, so it's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's what, 3.5 hours from now, if my math is correct. I'm just looking at my clock real fast. The utility for that NFT is going to be 1 passive coffee beans to any surrounding tiles wherever it's placed. It's also going to give a 30% decrease in the craft time for coffee shops directly adjacent to it, or cafes. I'm honestly not sure what the name of the in-game building is. I forget if it's coffee shop or cafe, but whichever it is, it's going to give you a 30% decrease in craft time to that building that makes the coffee cup. That effect is it is stackable. And again, it's just for ones directly adjacent to it. It doesn't require a road. It has no wages. It does not cast any shade, dirty, salty, sandy, or cold. It does stack with all the other NFTs that also provide a decrease in craft time, like the corrupted open pack art, the Miranda skins, and like ghost cards. There are no ghost cards for coffee yet. There may be in the future. Does anybody have any questions about the NFT? I don't know if I mentioned the sale price. The sale price is $300, and there will be 300 total in store. Yep, 300 total in store, $300. That's all I have for the sale NFT. See if we have any other live questions here. I see people talking about ghost stores. I definitely miss ghost stores. I will agree with you. Ghost stores were fun. That was just a bug on Play Canvas that could never get worked out. And now that we're on Godot, that bug doesn't exist anymore. I know it was a bug that a lot of people abused on Play Canvas, and we did enjoy it, but it's gone.
Hasty barista.
Yes, the Hasty Barista is the next ghost card for a competition. Let me see what week that is. It's not this week. I believe it's the week after next week. Let me 100% check and confirm that for you. Hasty Barista. Yes, that will be a reward for next week's competition. So this week there's not an NFT reward, but the competition next week will have an NFT reward. And that NFT will be the Hasty Barista, and it'll speed up the walking speed of the barista who works in coffee shops. What else we got for live questions?
Storages with more than one door. That's possible.
That would be interesting.
Tractor to dig a pond. Ooh.
I'm not sure what you mean by adding a tractor to dig a pond. Digging a pond isn't a part of the game, so I don't quite know what you mean. What else do we have for live
The
questions
pond
here?
doesn't craft anything. Yeah, maybe it should craft frog music, and then you capture it and use it to summon the frog queen.
Frog music.
Yes. Well, I don't want to capture the frogs. You know, they have their own lives. They don't need us messing with them. But we should put something around the pond, right? Let's see. Oh, Digi meant the well, not the pond.
Well, if there's no other live questions, suppose we could call it a morning.
All right. Let's see. Renato. Let's see. Isma. Riant. What do you guys think? You got any last minute anything you want to throw in? Ideas? Corrections?
Well, I just wanted to say again that it's really great to be here. Thank you for having me. And uh, all ideas for features for new NFTs, please leave them in the discussion channel in Discord. I will be reading them, and all your feedback is greatly appreciated. And let's have a great 2024.
Awesome. You have a great 2024 too. Thanks again, everybody. Remember, if you're on YouTube, to click all the likes and all the subscribes and all the little dingy bells on our
Yes.
channel.
Yes, make sure you sign up for subscribe. You'll get notifications before we go live. You'll know when there's one coming up, so you won't miss any. So definitely do that.
All right. Well, have a great weekend. Goodbye, everybody.
Great weekend.
Goodbye, everyone.